Hey guys, Dr. Josh Axe here, Doctor of Natural Medicine and founder of draxe.com. Hey, today let's talk about how to make a chai tea latte. And this is the real deal. You know, a lot of times when you're getting these chai teas out there, they've actually got artificial sweeteners, processed sugar, and a lot of other stuff you don't want in your body. I got a homemade recipe here that is going to really help support your health naturally. And this is a recipe that was used, over in the East for a long time to actually be therapeutic in nature. And you're going to be surprised at how powerful some of these herbs are and how beneficial they can be for your health. So, what is chai? Well, chai latte is a mixture of typically almost always including things like coconut milk, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and also the popular black tea as a base for this recipe, and other popular spices. Ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, fennel, black pepper, and clove are some of the main ingredients here. And I want to talk about the benefits of the ingredients and then go through my secret chai recipe here at the end as well. All right, so let's talk about coconut milk. You know, coconut milk is one of the most unique beverages out there today because of the type of fat it contains. You know, there's lots of different types of fats out there, but coconut contains MCFAs, known as medium chain fatty acids, and medium chain fatty acids are the easiest type of fat for your body to burn for energy. This is also why it's good for weight loss. If somebody doesn't want to store body fat, it is very unlikely your body will actually store any of the type of fat in coconut milk as fat compared to other fats, especially those that are inflammatory in nature, like the vegetable oils that are processed and other hydrogenated oils. But coconut oil, those medium chain fats, have benefits to where you can burn them easily for energy. Also, many of the fats like lauric acid, capric acid, capricilic acid, those fats found in coconut milk, they've been shown to have antimicrobial benefits. So oftentimes they're even good for issues like candida or bad bacteria that can build up in your body. So lots and lots and lots of benefits there of coconut milk. Now, in addition, you know, this recipe has a nice sweet flavor, and it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, a small amount, but the sweeteners it does use are completely natural, like dates, and dates actually have been shown in clinical studies to decrease cholesterol, aid in constipation relief, help with natural energy, reduce triglyceride levels, and even be good for your bone health. And so again, dates, because they're so high in fiber and antioxidants, the sugar has less impact on your body compared to most other sugars. So again, dates, really, really high, surprisingly high to a lot of people on how high they are in antioxidants there as well. So this is a great addition. A couple other sweeteners here I do want to mention. One is maple syrup. Okay, maple syrup is lower on the glycemic index, really is sort of neutral to mildly anti-inflammatory there as well. You know, has a small amount of vitamins and minerals, and also want to mention here, may help promote skin health. So again, some good benefits here of maple syrup as a natural sweetener there. And then the other sweetener you can use, as I'll show you in this recipe, instead of maple syrup is honey. Now, honey for me personally is the natural sweetener that I use most often. And you know, honey, it's not just sugar, it's a food. Honey really is a food. Now, it does have some sugar, but it also has enzymes, it has microbes. Now, honey is great for allergies. You know, if you want to know why, it basically comes down to this. When you are purchasing raw local honey, it contains over 200 different types of microbes and pollen, to where it's sort of you building up, it's a natural immunization. It's how God created for us to build our immune systems over time. When you're eating food from your local farmer's market, when you're eating raw honey, you're getting doses of local pollen, of local microbes. So an allergy season rolls around, or a sort of bacteria or virus that's local to the area, your body has built itself up over time. It has many doses of pollen. I don't know, I'm a big fan of The Princess Bride, and where he was like doing this cyanide over time, to where then when he consumes it, it doesn't kill him. I mean, people have actually done this before, but your body works in the same way, getting these little doses of pollen over time. That way, when you get the big dose in the spring or the fall, you're not affected because you've been doing like a teaspoon to a tablespoon of raw local honey a day, building up your natural immune system. So honey, lots of benefits there, from B vitamins to enzymes to microbes there as well. It is nature's ultimate natural sweetener. Remember though, as the Proverbs say, don't do too much, all right? Everything in moderation there, including honey. All right, so let's talk about cinnamon. You know, cinnamon, another great herb. You know, in Chinese medicine, this was used to warm your internal system, warm your body. And you ever wonder why they call it a cold? Well, it's called a cold because your body's cold internally. That, actually, the word cold comes from a root, sort of from the Greek and Chinese of what's happening in your body. So cinnamon is a warming herb. This is why it's consumed mostly in the winter. You don't do as much in the summer, a lot in the fall and winter time, cinnamon. And cinnamon's also bitter. It's really unique in that it's bitter and sweet. It's bittersweet, which is the most therapeutic for your pancreas and your spleen. This is also why cinnamon is the #1 herb used to treat diabetes. Diabetes is caused by issues with your pancreas and the insulin receptor sites. So cinnamon is great for balancing out those blood sugar and insulin levels for that very reason. Also has anti-inflammatory properties, and it's one of the most powerful herbs in terms of its ability to fight off oxidation. So it's good for anti-aging for that reason as well. Really high in the ORAC/antioxidant score chart there as well. Good for candida, good for dental health. Fights cancer. I mean, one of the ultimate super herbs available today. Now, ginger is another favorite one of mine. This, I mentioned cinnamon being a warming herb. Ginger is the other. Think about when somebody gets sick in the winter, you know, like a lot of times they'll do a ginger tea, right? A ginger tea or ginger, cinnamon, and honey. That's like an ancient remedy for cold and flu. And this herb is very, very nourishing as well. Now, ginger contains gingerols and zingerbean. Now, zingerbean is that, you ever do a ginger shot and you're like, bam, wow, like that has that bite to it. That's that zingerbean, that compound found in ginger, which has actually been shown to help you break down food, digest food, and have powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. And so again, could go on and on here, but biggest thing here about ginger, supports the immune system and supports almost every digestive issue you can imagine and reduces inflammation. Now, cardamom here, not exactly like cinnamon, it's not as warming, but benefits, it freshens your breath. Very good for the digestive system here as well. Also been shown to help naturally lower blood pressure, support and improve asthma symptoms, and protect against cavities. And then we got nutmeg here. Similar thing, promotes digestive health, aids in detoxification, and a good night's sleep. And then last but not least, clove. Now I mentioned cinnamon's high up on the antioxidant chart. Clove is the highest of all the herbs in terms of its antioxidant benefits. It also has the highest amounts of compounds that kill off parasites, okay, in terms of herbs. Oregano is pretty high too, but clove is very, very high on that list for killing off parasites, bad microbes, candida as well. So it's a good choice. You don't want to overdo it, but a little bit of herb and something like a chai tea, perfect amount. They're great to do in the fall and winter time especially. So here's my chai tea recipe and some of the nutrition facts you can see here. Total of 156 calories, 3 grams of protein, 12 of those healthy medium chain fats, 15 carbs there, about 11 grams of sugar. So much lower. You know, most chai tea recipes have closer to 30 some grams. The amount you would get in a soda, this has less than a third of what you're going to get in most other recipes. Here's a frothy chai tea latte recipe. You're going to do 2 cups of coconut milk, 1 date pitted, either half a tablespoon of honey or maple syrup, and then add in these herbs: cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, nutmeg, and clove. The other thing I'd mention about this, sometimes what I do is I'll do 1 cup of coconut milk, and then sometimes I'll do 1 cup of black tea. So it's up to you. Sometimes you could add black tea to this recipe, makes it great. But this is a great recipe. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to make. It does typically about 3 servings of chai latte. So again, forget those other chai latte recipes. Try this one. Again, we're talking about real food with real benefits here as well. Hey, if you've enjoyed this live training video, make sure to subscribe here to my YouTube channel. I got a lot more videos coming out on natural healthy recipes, essential oils, herbs, and how to use food as medicine. This has been me, Dr. Axe, talking about how to make a healthy chai latte. Hi, Dr. Axe here. I want to say thanks so much for checking out this YouTube video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more great content on things like herbs, essential oils, natural remedies, and how to use food as medicine. Also, check out more of our content on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.